Hey everyone, welcome back to Dorfromantik. Thank you for joining me today, and we start off today's session with some fields. This is a tile that we at least have plenty of options for over here. Well, I do say plenty, but I see one. Well, that is enough, though. I don't think we want it anywhere else. I don't think we have anywhere else, really, with that many fields. We do have down here, but not just for pure fields down here. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and grab the one spot we found with the fields mission as well. Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. We want to keep this clean, so let's continue doing just that. Okay, this is a lot of forest. Let's see if we have something for you down here. It doesn't look like it. We don't have a forest mission yet. No, that's a shame. That's close. Actually, we do have a forest mission. Maybe there's something for this one over here. That's a shame. Let's switch around. Nope. No, not here either. Okay. Okay, well then we start looking around to see what we have. Just forest and house. No, not there either. It seems like we have a lot of options, but they just all turn out to be not very good options, unfortunately. Okay, well, we can at least plonk something down here. Sort of surrounding this one, but so far just with houses, and that is... I feel like if we place it here, this tile is not like a super rare tile to find. I feel like that's something we find quite often. Could also be there, actually. I like that better, I think. Does close this one off. No longer will we be able to maybe get out of here with the railway and connect up down here, but that would also be difficult to start with anyway, because of the surrounding environment there. Yeah, you know what? I think that's absolutely fine. Let's grab that one. We get our perfect tile. Okay, a lot more fields. I think maybe... No, not there, unfortunately. It could be there, actually. That would give us a tile here as well that's completely surrounded with fields on all three sides. That might actually not be too bad. Actually, could also be up here. Close that that group of houses on in this direction. Probably like that better. I really like the idea of having something surrounded here, but I also like the idea of utilizing the house and not having an open house down here, or an open side with the house down there at least. I actually like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead. Was it here? Yeah, that one. Grab that one. See what we get here. What can we do with you? A lot of field with a bit of forest. And as always, the forest is on the wrong side of the field here. Seems to me we get a lot of these tiles where the field is on the wrong side of the forest. Yeah, I think we've gotten this exact tile before. Maybe the forest was up here, but it was something like this as well. Close to fitting in here. Maybe last episode, actually, I'm not sure. Hmm. Okay, well, it is 4 out of 4. I hate creating a pocket like that, but I mean, at some point we have to pull the trigger on that area. And we keep finding tiles that will fit right there. And keep denying the placement due to the fact that we want to find another one first. So we don't create pockets, but it seems like the game is just not gonna give that tile to us, so we might have to accept that here. I'm not seeing anything else, to be honest. What about... no, not even the forest we can utilize there. Didn't know. No, unfortunately not there either. If we found that place with the last tile as well. Could place it there. It's not gonna give us a perfect tile though. Neither is that, and that's not a good spot for it in either case. What about up here maybe? No. This is not a great tile. This is not a great tile at all. Really hate that placement, but you're probably gonna go ahead and grab that one. I don't think we're gonna find anything. Well, you know what? Let's grab this one. It is at least a 3 out of 3. It will yield us a perfect tile. It's an okay spot, I think. It's an okay spot. Yeah, let's do that. I like that better than, again, closing off this one. I really want to try and get them from the inside there, if at all possible, but it might not be. We'll just have to see. This could be a tile for here. Gives us a perfect. Add a couple of tiles to our mission. Don't think we really have anything for this kind of, or any placement that's just amazing for this kind of tile. Plenty of options here for a perfect tile at least. That's always good to see, of course. Better at least than having to scour 3 times, or our empire 3 times, just to find a placement, like with the last tile. And there's of course always down here, and this probably makes more sense to me, since we're closer to completing this mission than up north. But that's really the only reason why that would be better. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab one of these spots down here, something like this, I guess. Yeah, you know, that's okay. Gives us a perfect tile. Okay, what do we have here? Is this is finally for here? What if we do this? What do we get? We get the 5 that we should. Get the 5 that we should. This could be something. I don't think there's any reason to look around. I say as I look around, of course, but I think that's gonna be a nice tile for right there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Finally, we find something for that one. 5 perfects. Not gonna complain about that. We get a sort of similar tile. Not exactly the same, but sort of similar. See what we can do with that, though. 2 houses, 2 sides of forest, 2 sides of grasslands. Okay, I want to skip to our town because I'm sure we have something over there, but I also just want to finish checking here. What about... No, actually. Okay. There are 3 sides of grasslands there, of course, so that's not gonna work. No, not there either. And it can't be up here. Okay, maybe not as easy to find as I thought. What about you? No. That is a shame. That is not good enough. Okay, well then it could be something like there. It's not a great spot for it, but I mean, this is gonna be a bit of a nightmare to fill in anyway, almost no matter what we do. Of course, what we were looking for were spots, or what I was looking for anyway, was spots that would utilize either the forest or the houses, which means I could have missed something that were utilizing just some of the environment, like, oh, where was it? Yeah, like right here, that's just utilizing the grasslands, for instance, and a bit of forest. I definitely could have missed something like that. I don't think so, but you never know. Yeah, that doesn't fit. We have plenty of placements that needs these sort of environments, both houses and forests at the same time. Just not, it seems, in this particular setup that as we have available to us right now. It could be there as well, actually. That's a bit of forest down here too, and I don't think it matters if we put it here or at the other spot we found. I mean, you could make the argument it would be nice to start from in here and then slowly fill it out, and this is not gonna accomplish that, and that could be the argument we use to plonk it not there. Where was it? It were yielding us a perfect tile. I remember that much. It was here. Let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. Ooh, a big mission. Oh yeah, someone did mention that it would be nice to see a big lake somewhere. So why don't we go ahead and see if we can't find a spot for it? I know some of you might actually not like the idea, but I think we are in a good position to maybe, just maybe, make something that might not be the best tactical decision, but something that's pretty. Okay, well, we do have a bit of a lake up here. It's a bit away, but the problem is that our entire river section is a bit out of the way for the, you know, for other reasons. So it'll be difficult to build a huge lake or an ocean kind of thing, almost no matter what. Did we figure out what this was? Yes, this is land. I mean, something like right here might be very nice. It's also very much in the middle. Here's also an option. We have a bit of ocean already, lots of lake coming into this area as well. Could try and keep this area right here open for ocean tiles, and we do have another one coming up that we can place nearby. On the other hand, this has already started a bit up here. I guess it depends on what we would like best. I think down here makes more sense right now. So why don't we go ahead and start it right here. There's gonna be a couple of tiles here that doesn't award us any perfect tiles, you know. That could actually be the argument to place it up here. Because we have perfect tiles. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. That's I think that's a fair compromise. Interesting. Actually, the different sides here, the grass sides, depending on how you rotate our current tile, they actually look different. I was not aware. Interesting. Perfect tile get. We can do this to sort of try and make it bigger. I would have liked that here, but I think that's okay. I think we this is only on... this is actually ocean on 3 sides. It should at least be on 3 sides, I feel, here. Of course, if we want to expand it, it should be on 4 sides. Maybe we don't quite place this one here then. Not if you want to expand it, then maybe we don't place that there. I mean, well, we could place it there and get a perfect tile as well. Yes, let's do that. Let's try and keep this area up here open for just at least four-sided oceans. Yes, I think why not? Closes the little group of houses, and we get more of the same kind of tile that we've been getting a lot of in this episode, I feel. We are gonna run into some problems soon with this one, I feel. Where did we place the last one? That was down here. That's not gonna give us anything. Well, it is a different tile. Okay, it is a different tile. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it can be used for something. Well, it could actually be used right there. That's not a bad spot. That's not a bad spot. Still have some stuff up here. Not quite this kind of tile, though. Forest and houses. We don't have too much of that over here anymore, but we still have a bit. Not many placements over here that doesn't have fields, though, as well. There's definitely a few, but not a lot anymore. What about up here then? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. I forgot it was down here, right? Yeah. Right there. Give ourselves that perfect tile. And we continue in much the same sort of fashion. We could place that there, though. Hook up those houses in the future. Yeah, not much going on over here right now. There's not too much forest actually on this one. Yeah, I just did it again. I skipped here. Let's just let's just check for good measure. Although I think we might have some options in our town here. Maybe if we are lucky. Nah, not quite. Actually, we could do that. We could do that. I actually like that. The towns will be, you know, pointed outwards, or the houses pointed outwards towards our town to be hooked up in the future. Could be placed there as well. That's not bad at all. It also closes off a section of the forest that we want to do. Don't think we're in a rush though to close it off. So I actually like this placement right here. Gives ourselves a couple of perk tiles. We know where this one goes. That goes over to our growing big ocean over there. Now we just have to figure out how big should we make it. That is close, but not close enough. Okay, do we have anywhere close by where we could utilize this field? We could do that. I have a couple of missions sailing about here. 30 plus, or 30 and 29. So nothing that we are close to. Nothing that we are close to completing. This is not hooked up. Could get you up here. Maybe hook up up here with either an intricate river tile or some ocean. A lot of our ocean will be going to the north though for now, but not necessarily all. It's not like we have to sacrifice a bunch of stuff just to make it. Still have our common sense. I'd like to believe I do. No, it doesn't look like we have anywhere that's where we can utilize the field straight away. So nothing that could yield us a perfect tile either, it looks like, unless I missed something. But I don't think there is a spot where we could get a perfect tile for this one. And that's okay, that's usually how it goes with river and railway. I mean, this is 3 for 3, but forces this tile to be something like this as well, which is not good. You know, I think we're gonna do... no, because this one can't be a water station because of the forest. So this is actually not something that I'm a fan of. Maybe we just do something like this. Sure, let's do that. That is a big forest, and you can actually see this is I think this is the first time in the series we're sort of able to confirm that the game actually goes off your biggest active or open whatever it is you're getting a quest for. In this case, our biggest forest, right? Open forest. This was the latest forest quest we got before we actually closed our big one. And we need 6,000 trees. This is only for 1,000, so that's a big difference. That's a big difference. That's like almost like a polar bear right there, and that's a smaller one. You can sort of, if you care about that stuff, you can actually sort of manipulate the game into giving you different animals. See, now we actually get like a brown bear instead. If you don't like the animal you're offered, so to speak. It does seem this is now actually our biggest forest, that it's based on this one. And that's completely a-okay with me. That was sort of the goal in either case. So let's place this one either here or there. I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, let's grab that one. That's completely fine. We do get a bit of... well, we might as well do that, right? Close off that field. That is adding forest as well. It's not gonna add any perfect tiles, but that's okay. Do get a water station that could also be used to build a big ocean up here, but I think I would like to keep this sort of free of buildings. Maybe we can have some small island in the middle there, but that's to be determined for or in the future. I think this one though, I would like to keep it out of the ocean. Question will be where? I mean, logic would dictate actually right there. What I was about to say was that logic would dictate, because we have 2 missions on the railroad and 2 on the river, it would make sense, since these are closer to completion, that we hook it up here. And this is, of course, where we wanted to hook it up. Let's do that. That adds a lot to our mission, so that's great. This is a lot of forest, which we do want it here. That sort of closes it off though. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. We have a lot of forest coming up actually. So I think this is okay. Something like that. We can continue up here. Keep building on our forest and keep getting the perfect as well. I think, however, something like you might be something we place right here to sort of open it up a bit. That is not a perfect tile though, but I don't think we have anywhere else for this kind of forest tile that makes sense. Well, it could be there. It could actually be there. Okay, you know what? We do like we do want perfect over whatever placements, so that might be what we choose, unless we can find somewhere where we can hook this up to our current river network and utilize the tile to get a perfect tile. This would get us there if we wanted that. Not sure if we have anywhere else. That could have been a great spot if the forest had lined up there as well. What about over here actually? No. Could also do that, but that doesn't yield us anything. I mean, I think it looked like no matter what, we will have to place a tile over here to continue the forest without getting a perfect. We might even have to place a couple here because of the way we are building. But that's okay. That's okay. Could also be in there, but again doesn't utilize the forest and the river at the same time. I don't think we can do that. Well, we can, but it's not a good spot. Doesn't get us a perfect tile. This, you know, maybe in the future we can hook up the river or the little lake there. So let's go ahead and grab that one. And we get some fields. Probably the last tile of the episode, depending on how long it takes to find a spot for it. So not necessarily, actually. This is a simple tile. We know where it's going to be, so it's probably not going to be the last one. Yeah, something like this is good, I think. Could be here as well. Yeah, I think I like this one better. Do I, though? Because suddenly we don't have a spot for something with threat of 3. But that doesn't change anything right now anyway. If we get something that's 3 out of 3, we can place it here or we can place it here. So, doesn't change anything. We still have a spot for it that still does not yield us a perfect tile. So I think this is good. We get some railway. We know that goes down here somewhere. The question is just where. I think that makes sense. that actually makes a heck of a lot of sense as well. But I think I'm a bit, how to say it, a bit, I don't know if you can say enthralled about it, just because it fits. I think it looks better than it is just because there's a railroad, you know. If we had found a completely blank town with a couple of houses, we wouldn't be. I think enamored is probably the correct word here, if I'm saying it correctly. You know, we wouldn't have been so enamored about this tile. It's just because there's railroad there, and whenever we fit a railroad or river tile at 3 sides, it's like, oh, thank God. But yeah, this makes sense, but I don't think we're gonna grab that one. I think it's gonna be better to grab this one or this one just to hook it up right now. But I like this one there. It gets this one out of there, so we don't have to worry about it for the future. So let's do that, and let's call that a pretty decent episode, I think. Yeah, we got some good tiles laid down. We did close a pocket or 2. I only remember 1 right now, but that's okay. Every episode we close a pocket is a good one. We got a couple of missions, I believe. Just the 2 actually. The forest is down here as well. Built a bit down here too, which is very nice. We got ourselves a big fat bear roaming the woods. Luckily he's he's far away from the houses, but yeah. Overall, I think a good episode. So, for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Until then, take care.